for being here. It's another beautiful day with Annie Okonkwo. So, we're going to dive in straight to the topic at hand. We are talking about becoming Michelle Obama. Wow! Okay, now, what is so captivating about this book? I've heard her interviews several times. I've, actually got through that book and it's amazing. The beautiful thing about that book is that it didn't just touch the childhood life, trying to encourage young kids that hard work pays, education pays, but it goes all out even to the adult stage, the adulthood, the becoming Mrs. Barack Obama. So the amazing thing is that even in the family phase, it has something that it gives to everybody. And I'm just going to share this with you in kind of details, and I'll be bringing across things that I learned from it, things that I find very beautiful from her storyline. It didn't just start today, it began years ago, like years back. And the amazing thing is that she didn't grow up in that all buoyant and bogus and surplus family. No, it was a normal background that she put it that there was a lot of sacrifice that were done. So before I kick off, we are certainly doing this together. Cheers. And that's by the way, it's been today in Germany. It's just full of snow and rainy and all that. But let's get right in. So she was the girl from the south side of Chicago. Now somebody said, oh, I know that place. Yeah, that's, by the way, where does the word becoming come from? When she was asked that question by Oprah, Michelle Obama made it known that from a whole list of blueprints, she just kept thinking, what could be better? And then she chose becoming. And in this context, or in the normal context of it, what is becoming? When does one actually stop becoming? As long as there is life, do you think there's that particular time whereby you stop becoming? So she just goes a lot to say, because most times parents ask their kids, what do you want to become? Like immediately you're grown, and then you've become that probably lawyer like she became, or that doctor, or that engineer, or that teacher, and what have you. Then it ends there. So she's saying, no, life at every phase, at every interval, at, decades to decade, it's about becoming. Don't have it in mind that I'm here right now, I've arrived there. You should keep becoming. It applies to different things. Perhaps you are a mother. As the kids come forth, you are still becoming, because this is another phase to it, or the man. You both have your families now, or you get into a relationship. It's still the process of becoming, because it just goes from one phase to the next. Now, I'm going to go through it with you. She said, growth is infinite. You keep becoming from one phase of your life to the next. Now that you've become, it's entirely up to you. As long as you feel satisfied, as long as you feel fulfilled, with what you're doing, as long as you're happy. So these are the things that make the becoming worth it. So leave me a comment, and have you subscribed? Don't forget to do that. So I'm going to go on with you. The question from Oprah was, as a public figure, you're a role model. Okay, she made the comments. You're a role model to the kids, the younger generation at large. I'm becoming Michelle Obama. She told her story from childhood to adulthood and about the White House experience. So if you find yourself in any public office or as a public figure, do not wait to say, no, I'm not a role model. I'm not into that fashionista or into that, what have you. you are automatically a role model from so many angles. You just might not know, but have the consciousness that you do, because you know what, there's always someone who looks up to you and you are influencing that person either positively or negatively. But when you have that consciousness, then you find out that you're going to be on the positive side. You're going to have more of that positive attitude that brings out exactly what you want to express, that brings out the teaching of life's meaning to the younger generation and to everyone at large. You know, you're going to help people make a better stance in certain situations without you even being aware of it. Okay, so let's go on. And she thought about that being in the White House for the whole 8 years. You know, it was really something she didn't even see coming, but somehow it came to be. This traveling from one country to another for peace, obligations, money with those who mourned, raising kids, and in all of these, there was no single moment to sit back and reflect. You know, I pen down a lot. So, is that every decision you make in life builds up to. So every decision that you take in life, it's going to amount to something. It's going to amount to a particular decision that would come up sooner or later in future. Have you got all the capacity that you need to emerge as the future you know, that better you? So now let's go. You know why I love that word is because sometimes we build unconsciously. In homes, you have situations whereby you have parents that are, you know, they just function more from the negative aspect of life. You know, that spirit of I can't do that. How do you even achieve that? You know, before the conclusion, before the conversation is even ended, you're already impacting that negative. You can't to your kids. Now, another beautiful thing that I love that she mentioned was that the parents were not always you know, making the decisions for them. They allowed them make their decisions to a fault. She used the word to like overtly. So, but why was that? She said the mom saw the need from an early age, and when she asked a question or she was worried, the mom always found a way of making her take the decision. You know, so that this is something beautiful, giving your child a voice from that early stage. As soon as he or she can hear you and understand your word, let him make decisions, because the world is a big place and he must be able to find his voice. You will not always be there to guide him, to direct him or her. They need to trust themselves, build that confidence that they can actually make such healthy decisions for themselves at any point in time.